Level 1. No magical sensitivity. Muggles. Muggles are individuals with no innate magical ability and no capacity to develop it. Their bodies lack the magical core that allows witches and wizards to channel spells through a wand or by wandless means. As a result, they cannot cast magic, detect its presence directly, or interact with magical forces in a controlled way. In the wizarding world, Muggles are often described as completely non-magical from birth to death, regardless of exposure to magic. Magical concealment laws and charms are designed to ensure that Muggles remain unaware of the wizarding world. For example, certain magical buildings, such as Hogwarts Castle, are hidden behind enchantments that make them appear as mundane ruins or danger zones to non-magical eyes. The Leaky Cauldron, a London pub that serves as an entrance to Diagon Alley, can only be perceived and entered by magical people or those escorted by them. When Muggles encounter powerful magical objects or locations, they are often subject to protective spells such as the Muggle Repelling Charm, which causes them to forget their purpose and leave the area without understanding why. Muggles may witness magical events, but without magical sensitivity, these experiences are often misinterpreted or forgotten. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the night bus maneuvers through London traffic by magically forcing Muggles to move aside, though they never consciously register what has happened. Similarly, at the 1994 Quidditch World Cup, Ministry officials disguised the event through weather manipulation and confundus charms on any Muggles who came too close. While Muggles can be told about the wizarding world, their understanding remains entirely secondhand, and they are unable to sense or participate in magic without a magical being's direct involvement. Level 2. Minimal magical sensitivity. Squibs. Squibs are non-magical individuals born to at least one magical parent. Unlike Muggles, Squibs possess a faint trace of magical essence in their bloodline, which gives them limited interaction with magical phenomena. This trace is not enough to perform spells, even with a wand, but it can allow for subtle perception of the magical world. Squibs can see Hogwarts and other enchanted locations without the disguises affecting them, and they can recognize magical creatures and artifacts that are entirely hidden from Muggles. Some Squibs display partial abilities in specific circumstances. Arabella Figg, a Squib living near Harry Potter, could perceive Dementors clearly enough to testify about their presence at Harry's disciplinary hearing in Order of the Phoenix. Argus Filch, the Hogwarts caretaker, is another example. He maintains the castle and manages discipline without magic, but he can handle magical objects like the Marauder's map without activating the Trace, a magical detection system that identifies underage spellcasting. This is because the Trace responds to active magical output, which Squibs cannot produce. The wizarding world recognizes Squibs, but their status can be socially difficult. They are often integrated into magical society in roles that do not require spellcasting, such as caretakers, shopkeepers, or informants. Some attempt to learn magic despite their limitations, as seen when Filch enrolled in a quick spell correspondence course, but there are no recorded cases of a Squib developing full wizarding abilities through training. Squibs often make practical use of magical creatures or enchanted objects to navigate their limitations, such as Mrs. Figg's use of Kneazle Crosscats for surveillance. This minimal magical sensitivity places them above Muggles in terms of awareness, but far below even the least skilled wizard in active power. Level 3. Latent sensitivity. Pre-Hogwarts children. Latent magical sensitivity describes the stage before formal training when a child's magic manifests involuntarily. At this stage, magic is uncontrolled and triggered by strong emotions, fear, or sudden need. This phenomenon is known in wizarding terminology as accidental magic. The ability originates from a child's inherent magical core, which exists in varying degrees of strength. Children with stronger cores tend to display accidental magic more frequently and with more noticeable effects. Examples from recorded cases include Harry Potter making a glass pane vanish at a zoo to free a snake in Philosopher's Stone, Neville Longbottom bouncing unharmed after being dropped out of a window, and Lily Evans as a child causing a flower to bloom and then float in midair. In more extreme cases, latent magic can be destructive. Ariana Dumbledore's uncontrolled magic exploded outward after she was attacked, accidentally killing her mother. Tom Riddle, at an unusually young age, could summon objects, cause harm, and control animals, indicating exceptionally high sensitivity even before Hogwarts. The Ministry of Magic monitors such incidents through the Accidental Magic Reversal Squad. Their role is to contain damage, reverse magical effects, and keep the statute of secrecy intact. At this stage, magic is not yet refined into deliberate spellcasting, but the raw power and frequency of accidental magic often predict future potential. While some children display only minor signs before Hogwarts, others can control limited effects instinctively, though true mastery cannot begin until they receive formal education and a wand attuned to their magical core. Level 4, Trained Wizard or Witch, Average Hogwarts Graduate. This level represents witches and wizards who have completed standard magical education and can competently perform a broad range of spells. Their abilities cover core disciplines such as charms, transfiguration, potions, herbology, astronomy, care of magical creatures, and defense against the dark arts. They can reliably channel magic through a wand, use spoken incantations effectively, and maintain control over the spell's outcome. Most in this category are capable of defensive magic, everyday utility spells, and moderate magical problem-solving. An average graduate can apparate legally, brew standard potions, and use non-lethal combat magic, though high-pressure dueling may reveal limits in speed and adaptability. They can perform basic healing spells, counter jinxes, and use household charms to maintain daily life without struggle. Many take positions in wizarding careers such as ministry clerks, shopkeepers, or Quidditch team staff. Although they have full access to Wizarding Society's magical tools, their skill level may plateau unless they pursue advanced training or specialize. Non-verbal casting remains a challenge for most at this tier, and wandless magic is typically beyond their ability except for very simple tasks. Complex enchantments, large-scale transfiguration, and invention of new spells are rarely attempted. Their magical knowledge tends to align closely with their Hogwarts NEWT subjects, and without ongoing study, the range of spells they can use with speed and confidence gradually narrows. This level includes the majority of adult witches and wizards in the community, those who are fully functional magical citizens but not considered exceptional. Their proficiency ensures they can live and work in the magical world without assistance, but they are unlikely to influence magical history through raw power or innovation. Level 5, Exceptional Talent, Specialist. Witches and wizards at this level demonstrate extraordinary proficiency in one or more branches of magic. Their abilities extend beyond standard education, either through intense study, natural aptitude, or unique magical traits. They are often recognized for their skill in a specific discipline such as spell invention, advanced dueling, complex potion making, or ability to non-verbally cast. Some may also possess rare innate abilities like Metamorph Magus Transformation, Parcel Tongue, or Natural Animagus Form. This category includes individuals who innovate within magic rather than simply use established techniques. A spell creator, for example, can design incantations and wand movements that produce effects no other wizard has previously achieved. A master potion maker can modify brewing processes to enhance results or create entirely new concoctions. Exceptional duelists at this tier combine advanced defensive and offensive magic with environmental awareness, able to adjust strategies mid-combat without hesitation. These specialists often work in roles that require skill beyond the reach of average witches and wizards, such as aurors, curse breakers, professional duelists, or magical researchers. They can perform non-verbal magic in high-stress situations, sustain complex enchantments over long periods, and blend multiple magical disciplines in a single chain of actions. Many can work with magic that would be unstable or dangerous in less capable hands. While their expertise may be concentrated in certain areas, their depth of mastery gives them capabilities that can rival or surpass more broadly skilled witches and wizards in those chosen fields. This makes them valuable assets in both magical governance and crisis situations, and their reputations often extend well beyond their local community. Examples of witches and wizards at this level include Severus Snape, who invented original spells and refined potion-making techniques, Nymphadora Tonks, a rare Metamorph Magus able to alter her appearance at will, Minerva McGonagall, a registered Animagus and Master of Transfiguration, and Fred and George Weasley, whose creation of complex magical products demonstrated advanced charm and enchantment work beyond standard schooling. Level 6, Legendary Magical Mastery. This level is reserved for the rare witches and wizards whose magical ability and influence reach the highest known limits. These individuals can reshape magical theory, alter the balance of power in the wizarding world, and perform feats beyond the comprehension or capability of most other spellcasters. Their mastery extends across multiple branches of magic, often to the point of innovating techniques or creating entirely new forms of magic. At this tier, wandless and non-verbal magic are executed with the same precision and force as wand-assisted casting. They can manipulate magic on a large scale, affecting multiple targets or entire environments at once. Their command of transfiguration, charms, curses, and defensive magic is advanced enough to merge them seamlessly during combat. Invention is common at this level. Original spells, enchantments, or magical devices are often part of their legacy. Such mastery also includes the ability to protect or conceal magic from detection, layer enchantments so intricately that undoing them requires equal skill, and perform magical acts with long-term or permanent effects. They often inspire intense loyalty or fear, and their reputations extend across nations. Their presence in battle can turn the outcome of a conflict, and their strategic use of magic often includes subtle, indirect methods as well as overwhelming displays of power. Because of their unmatched skill, these figures frequently become historical landmarks in wizarding culture, remembered for both their achievements and their influence. Few reach this level, and those who do often define the magical era in which they live, setting standards that future generations measure themselves against. Figures who fit this level include Albus Dumbledore, whose mastery of multiple branches of magic and role in defeating Grindelwald established his historic reputation. Lord Voldemort, whose creation of Horcruxes and control of large-scale magical forces showed unprecedented dark magical skill. And Gellert Grindelwald, a master duelist and magical strategist who influenced wizarding politics across continents. If you want to see how that raw potential gets shaped once students reach Hogwarts, jump to Every House at Hogwarts School Explained in detail.